As the ongoing special military operation in Ukraine continues, Russian forces have inflicted significant damage on Ukrainian defenses, targeting both personnel and military equipment across various fronts. According to the latest report from the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation, the past 48 hours have seen notable advancements, with heavy losses inflicted on Ukrainian forces.
And we've come such a long way that it would honestly be crazy to drop the ball now and not keep building on the defense coalitions we've created, especially since they are already helping us grow and strengthen what's basically our shared defense power. No matter what's going on in the world, everyone wants to feel sure that their country will not just be erased off the map.
Units from Russia's East military grouping made substantial gains in the Donetsk People's Republic and Zaporizhzhia regions, pushing deep into Ukrainian defenses. In clashes near Bahatia and Konstantinopol, Russian forces destroyed key Ukrainian formations, including 2 mechanized brigades, a Marine brigade, and a territorial defense brigade. Ukrainian losses included over 155 soldiers, 1 tank, 7 vehicles, and several artillery pieces, including US-made 155 mm self-propelled artillery and a M198 howitzer. A Ukrainian ammunition depot was also destroyed. On the southern and central fronts, Russian forces launched successful operations in the Zaporizhzhia and Kherson regions, targeting key enemy units, including infantry brigades, coastal defense brigades, and a National Guard brigade. These attacks resulted in the loss of up to 45 Ukrainian soldiers, 1 armored combat vehicle, and 7 vehicles, along with 4 electronic warfare stations and 2 ammunition depots. Meanwhile, in the Kyiv and Donetsk regions, Russia's north, west, and center groupings inflicted significant damage, destroying armored vehicles, artillery, and personnel. On the Kyiv front, the north grouping decimated a Ukrainian motorized infantry brigade, while the west grouping overwhelmed 4 mechanized brigades, 3 territorial defense brigades, and a National Guard brigade. These attacks led to the loss of 480 Ukrainian soldiers, 1 tank, 3 armored vehicles, and multiple pieces of military hardware, including artillery and electronic warfare systems. Russian forces also targeted Ukrainian military infrastructure with airstrikes, missile launches, and drone attacks. Key facilities, including military airfields, drone assembly plants, and ammunition storage sites, were destroyed across 163 locations. Russian air defense systems also successfully shot down 14 reactive missiles from the US-made HIMARS system and 71 drones, further weakening Ukraine's ability to sustain its military operations. Overall, the Russian armed forces report that the past 24 hours have resulted in over 1,480 Ukrainian casualties, with extensive damage to military assets, including tanks, armored vehicles, artillery, drones, and vehicles.
If Putin swallows Ukraine, his appetite will only grow. If autocrats conclude that democracies will lose their nerve, surrender their interests, and forget their principles, we will only see more land grabs. If tyrants learn that aggression pays, we will only invite even more aggression, chaos, and war. But we are still determined to not let that happen.
In the Kursk region, Ukrainian forces suffered heavy losses, with over 470 personnel killed in action. Equipment losses included 4 tanks, 5 infantry fighting vehicles, 5 armored combat vehicles, 11 vehicles, 6 artillery pieces, and 6 mortars. Russian forces conducted successful strikes, destroying 1 ammunition depot and 1 electronic warfare station on January 9th. Additionally, 4 Ukrainian counterattacks were repelled. Since the start of combat operations in the Kursk direction, Ukrainian casualties have exceeded 50,600, with significant losses in tanks, IFVs, armored personnel carriers, and other military hardware.